toilet and things like that. This is going to be a real big test. Like I said, it's all a mental. At some point, he's going to be back at Liverpool's training ground on a bike when he sees through the window Klopp and all of these people working on tactics, doing kick-ups and the rest of it. It's going to be an incredible journey for Van Dijk mentally, but, you know, I wish him all the best, man. I really wish him all the best with what he's doing, really and truly. I liked that the players stuck into the game plan. You're speaking about City. Yeah, it does, my guy, but I don't really necessarily agree with that. You know, Fabinho's a good passer, he intercepts the ball very well, but they're pressed for options. You know, they have to work on something. I think you slap Fabinho in defense. You've got Thiago, Wijnaldum, and Jordan Henderson to pick from in midfield. I think you can get away with that personally if I'm Liverpool. But I respect your opinion, Chris, man. Just big up everybody in here with all their opinions and whatnot, man. You're right, man. Pickford should get a couple bans, man, and it's a bit mad. I'd prefer Dybala over Aura as well, but I mean, punching, don't you think? Punching. I mean, if you're Villa and United, you're laughing, man. Somebody's asked me, who would I partner with Gabriel? Who would I partner with Gabriel if we go to a back four? Difficult one, you know, difficult one for me. You know, ideal world, Saliba, let's get that partnership going. Gabriel, probably David Luiz right now. Wouldn't mind Holding and Gabriel, they've worked together a lot, so I'd say Holding / Luiz would be my partners. Not that there's much to choose from, really and truly, my dude. I big up Khalid, man. Big up Khalid. Jason Leng, it does suck hearing that about Van Dijk, man. Trust me, I was amazed by it, but again, we're in October. If it's still up there in May, by all means, we'll do our thing, man. Do you think that wait, before I get to you, my guy? I hope it's wide open, my dude. I hope it's wide open. We need that, man. We need that. Interesting. Hopefully, I don't want Spurs to finish ahead of us, Nicholas, but hopefully, man, I'll just take top 4 at this moment in time. We ain't really had it, man. Try it, man. I thought that would be easy. I thought it'd be silly not to do that, my dude. It'd be silly not to do that. Big up George out there in Baltimore, man, tucked in and whatnot. But we've got, is the Premier League overrated? And I think, just as Omar said, we're clipping up stuff. This is a fantastic one to clip up as well. Is the Premier League overrated? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think one thing I think the league lacks in, I think the league lacks quality. I think the league lacks consistent quality. I think there are some quality teams, there are some quality players, but I just think in comparison, like if all the Spanish teams, in my opinion, played all the English teams, you'd see better football from the Spanish teams. That's just me personally. Not that the English teams don't play ball. I just think a big reason as to why I don't think English teams are as tactically spot on, and why we get embarrassed in Europe at all levels, whether that's Europa League or whatever, is because of the money. You know, English teams can afford, you know, English teams, all teams can, but English teams, if you got an injury with a centre half, you know, with Liverpool, obviously it's a bit different, but the Liverpool example, my guy, we're screaming, you know, Liverpool fans or Liverpool were saying, oh, they got to go out and get a defender. In other countries, they're like, oh, we've got to work with what we've got to improve what we've got to fix problems in house. That's why you see less frequent sackings in other leagues and less frequent money splash sort of thing. That's why I think the IQ is better. You know, if people would say Atlanta's not a big club, but if Atlanta of Italy will smack many teams in the Premier League, because they haven't got a big budget, so they've had to utilize what they've had. I think the Premier League isn't overrated. I think in terms of entertainment, it's the best league, you know. City will go and smack one team and then get smacked to Leicester. Leicester will smack a team and get smacked to West Ham. West Ham will come back from 3-0 against Spurs. It's crazy. You know, Villa are beating Liverpool 7-2. It's the sheer randomness. It's the intensity of the league. It's the randomness of the league, which I feel benefits. Anybody can beat anybody. Results are crazy. You know, the blood, the passion, the intensity of the game, the pace of the game. These are all things for me, which makes it the best league in the world. Now, if I'm talking about quality and where I get enjoyment in terms of the quality of football and just from a footballing perspective, for me, I enjoy the French and the Spanish leagues typically in the games, mainly the Spanish. I just like the France games. I think they're a bit more even. teams in the Premier League are starting to play football. You know, Leeds have just got promoted and went against Liverpool and City, the two top teams in the land last year, with the same intensity and in the same with the same way. You know, they attacked